It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. I got a beer from Buddy Visor. Hello, Buddy Visor. Buddy Visor watches our Friday night live streams at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. We chat, we have fun. He's from Finland, so he's decided to send his second box of craft beer over to us in the UK. And this is, and excuse my pronunciation for my terrible Swedish interpretation of their language. This is hko inen, number 2. I got that bit, number 2. It's by Himo and Orava Brewing Company. It's a collaboration. It's a triple berried milkshake goza at 5.4% ABV in a 440 milliliter can. The reason why I'm sounding so excited is because I had the first version of this, and the first version of this blew my mind. It was fabulous, absolutely fabulous. So without further ado, let's get this beer out into a glass and see what we get. Little bit of smoke on the can opening. Beer in the glass. Oh, look, look, look. Look at that. My goodness me. My goodness me, I can really smell like almost like a phosphorus aroma as the can opened there and I'm pouring it. Oh, blimey, wow. I had to get the nose in. That's very unprofessional of me. What I'm supposed to do is talk about the appearance of the beer first, and I went straight into that bonkersly crazy nose. So the appearance of the can is that of a very busy city with lots of electric power lines over it, which is pretty cool. It's like this, either the sun's setting or the sun's rising over all these power lines. And I get that because in the spring, I've just discovered since walking the dog that if I go out early enough in the morning, I can look out over our own, very own Dow Corning style power station, that the sun comes up over it. And the skyline's amazing. All these kind of cables and towers and tubes and chimneys and the sun's coming over in the background, this big orange ball. It's beautiful, beautiful to look at. So I totally get that scene there on the can. So looking at the beer, look at that. It's purple. Like a pinky purpley berry coloured beer. No head whatsoever. I reckon I could have dropped that beer from the next floor up into this glass and it wouldn't have created a head. Didn't want to create a head at all, but that's okay. Sour beer, you never really want a kind of head on a sour beer. That would represent rubbish beer, wouldn't it? But very, very pink, very lovely looking, slow moving carbonation. Let's get the aroma. Ah, it smells amazing. It smells fantastic. Rhubarb. I'm definitely picking up rhubarb because my grandfather used to grow rhubarb and he used to cook a lot of rhubarb kind of meals, crumbles and that sort of thing. But I'm definitely getting like a bit of cherry, bit of blueberry, bit of blackberry, raspberry, rhubarb. It's a very organic aroma. It's like if you ever visited a fruit farm and you've got all fruit in your wellies, you know, you're trampling the fruit in the. Maybe I'll tell you what would be a better example: if you were stamping on the wine, on the grapes, crushing them with your wellies. That famous one where the woman falls out, ow, 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 where she's crushing the grapes and she falls out the blooming thing. The news reporter. It's kind of that organic peel and skin aroma of the beer, of the fruit. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh, wow. God, that's sour. That is properly sour. Oh. God, that's got up my nostrils, that one. Ooh. Sour, sour, sour. Really, really, really sour. Oh. And then it's a sourness from it being a goza, the salty goza. So the beer style goza is actually a German style of beer. And it's from the Goza region of Germany, where you have the Goza River. And the Goza River in Germany, it's naturally salty. It must have kind of salt rocks and stuff that it passes over. So it makes the water slightly salty. Yeah, there was a famous Goza brewery there who started up brewing slightly salty beer that people loved. And that style kind of become one of its own, the Goza style of beer. It's very fashionable these days. It's very popular these days to add a ton of fruit to your Goza, like Panimo Himo and Orava Brewing Company have done. Unbelievably tart. Fabulous. A really, really well done beer. I've had beers like this in the past where... It's a freaking doorbell. Okay, I'm back. We have another beer parcel. There we go. So, oh, that's heavy. That is one heavy box. Where was I? I was talking about... I tell you what I was talking about. I was talking about, I've had some beers, these kind of really well fruited beers up until recently. And they've been more fruit juice than they've been beer. Like a particular style of beer. Like a Berliner Weiss or a Goza. It's just been kind of like multi-fruit juice shakes, if you like. And I feel like it's not a fantastic example of beer, but you get it right, like these guys have done. They've actually made it super sour, and it all rings true. It all comes together. It all works really, really well. The fruit, the tartness, the sourness, the saltiness, it all comes together to give you a fantastic experience of this experimental style of beer, I would say. Fruited sours. Fruited sours. Terrific though. Really mouth-puckeringly terrific. Just so much going on from the sweetness, the sourness. The sourness kind of comes down a level because your palate gets used to the sourness. It gets used to that crazy kind of initial sourness. And then you start to get flavours of the malt on the back end. That kind of wheaty, biscuity, wafer-like flavour was terrific. The ingredients are water, barley malt, wheat, raspberry, blackcurrant, blueberry, oats, lactose, spirulina and yeast. So no rhubarb. No rhubarb. I want to say a massive thank you to Buddy Visor. Thank you very much, Buddy Visor, for sending us this beer. It is wonderful yet again. I'm going to rate it. That's a fantastic fruited goes. For me, it gets a Stone the Crows 9 out of 10. So 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.